And we are set to go once again, ladies and gentlemen, 3 rounds in the women's bantamweight division. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner. She is a mixed martial artist standing 5 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in officially 134 pounds. Tonight, in her second professional bout, she looks to remain perfect with her second victory. From Bournemouth, England, here is undefeated Gemma, the Rebel Hewitt. And next, her opponent across the cage, fighting out of the red corner. Her background is in judo and Brazilian jiu-jitsu. At 5 feet 5 inches tall, she weighed in 135 1/2 pounds. She is perfect in her campaign inside the cage. 5 bouts, 5 victories, and no defeats. Fighting out of Poland, here is the undefeated Agnieszka Niedzwiedz. Referee in charge of the action is Rich Mitchell.
So our referee in charge for this bantamweight contest at 135 pounds, Rich Mitchell. Gemma Hewitt in the green and white, Agnieszka Niedzwiedz in the black.
It's a bit of feeling out process going on here. Neither fighter rushing into anything. And I think one thing we've seen from Gemma in a previous fight, she does like to come forward with a shot.
Yeah, absolutely. Always marching forward, taking the center of the cage here.
Whether that could potentially open her up for a takedown is going to be interesting to see.
Yeah, hiding nicely behind that jab was Niedzwiedz. Good head position from Hewitt here.
So using the cage control well there. Needs to start getting things moving, getting her back off the fence, I think, a little bit.
She's motioning as though she's going to do something with that hip. But in a very even position here at the moment.
Hewitt looks the physically more powerful of the 2 fighters here, I think.
Oh, and that high underhook.
Threatening with that judo throw.
I'll see how she blocked the leg so nicely behind the knee. Good top position for her here.
A lovely cage control there. Taking her time controlling that position now. I think this is clearly where Agnieszka wants to be.
Yeah, and there's no way, is there, for Gemma Hewitt to really extend and create some space with the cage blocking her in like that.
It does make it a very different prospect, utilising that bottom position, that half guard, when there's a cage in the way.
So early days in this fight, but the lady from Poland firmly in control so far in this one.
She's taking her time there and just chopping in small strikes.
They're just staying busy enough. Do let us know what you think of tonight's show. Hashtag CWFC67 on Twitter.
But I think Hewitt really needs to be using that cage to work up off her back and to wrestle up.
It's such a useful weapon, isn't it, Rosie? So much more we're seeing fighters so adept at walking their back up the cage.
That's it. And the element of cage control is a whole area in itself. That's looking for that stand up there. Agnieszka threatening with the triangle.
Oh, I can't quite see the grip. Looks as though it's sunk in. Let's see if Gemma Hewitt can get her head up, but this is horrible posture for her, and a mounted triangle for Agnieszka Niedzwiedz.
Did a lovely job of rolling through there and securing that top position.
Well, we're going to see how tough Gemma Hewitt is now as Agnieszka Niedzwiedz looks to tighten this triangle a bit more and land some strikes. She's got a lot of time to work, and you can see how patient she's being on top.
Clearly the experience, I think, is showing in this position here. She's not rushing anything, she's taking her time, landing her strikes.
Incredibly calm, and of course those hip bridges, all they're really going to do is push Agnieszka into the cage, and huge elbows now. And this could be over here. She's got such a good angle on this triangle, and the arm is there as well.
Hewitt doing a good job of surviving in this position, and that triangle's looking tight.
Still a minute and 15 seconds to go. You can see she's got a good 90-degree angle. Really going to be getting a squeeze on here, and she looks for the armbar now, and this could be it. But Gemma Hewitt doing everything she can to buck and roll out of this, and there's the tap. What a comprehensive performance from Agnieszka Niedzwiedz. Rosie, what are your thoughts on that?
That was a very impressive performance there. I think all round very calm and composed, and technically absolutely spot on.
Do you think the women's 135-pound division is on a bit of notice here as we look at some of these replays?
I think so. I mean, I think this puts Agnieszka in a very strong position as a contender for a potential title in that division.
Yeah, good ground and pound here. So patient in here. She sat, I think, initially for the armbar, then for the mounted triangle. And there was just patience here from this point, wasn't it? She knew exactly what she wanted to do and had loads of options available to her. As we see the finish there, Gemma Hewitt left with no option but to tap to that triangle armbar. What do you think's next for this young lady? How far can she go, Rosie?
I think seeing that level of experience and confidence at just 19, I think we could see her going all the way. You know, I think she's definitely a potential top contender at that weight class.
Yeah, I absolutely cannot wait to see her fight again. Just a few preparations being made in the cage to tidy up. Lots of action coming your way tonight, of course. James Brun, Brett Johns in our main event. Let's throw this one to Joe Martinez with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, the end comes officially 3 minutes, 59 seconds. Round number 1, submission by triangle choke for your winner and still undefeated, Agnieszka Niedzwiedz.